Welcome students. Today we will see the third data structure is tuple. In the earlier two scripts we've already seen lists and dictionaries. Today we will see tuple and then in the end we'll see the string data structure. What is tuple? Tuple is a collection of Python objects separated by commas. In other words, tuple is a sequence of immutable Python objects. Immutable means you cannot change the values. Difference between list and tuple is that the contents of the tuple cannot be changed. Tuples are represented by parentheses that you can see on the screen, whereas list use square brackets and the dictionary uses curly brackets. So as an example here, you can see TUP1, computer science maths 89. So this is the example of tuple. You cannot change the values here, and you can see strings, integer, number, and then string. Likewise, tuple2 is again here, and it is all made up of integers. And how do you access? So tuple1 element at location 0. So the output here you can see is computer science. Tuple1, computer science, right? What is tuple2 at location 1 is 4. What is here? 4. Okay. So this is tuple. Now we'll see tuple slicing. It is exactly the same like we saw in the list. Again, the syntax here is tuple name, square bracket, start, colon, stop, colon, step. As an example, here you can see tuple3, 10 to 90. Print all objects from 0 to 3. How will you print that? Tuple3 blank colon 3. That means starts from 0 and stops at 3, location 3. So it will print 0, 1, 2, excluding 3. What is 0, 1, 2? 10, 20, 30. And here you can see the output is tuple 10, 20, 30. Print all objects from 5 until end of tuple. So the beginning is 5 and it goes till the end of the tuple, whatever it is. So here it is 90. So what is at fifth location? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 60. So including 60 until the end, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay. Now here you can slice it from the reverse direction also, as we have seen in the list. So tuple3 with -1 location is 90. Okay, what is at -2? 80. -3, 70, and likewise. So this is slicing here. Now, since we've seen slicing, we will quickly go through how to access the tuple. So as an example here, tuple4, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. For I in range, this is a for loop, length of tuple. What is the length of tuple here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So length of tuple is 9. We will start from 0. So 0, print object I is tuple4 I. It will print object at position I. I is 0 is A. Then it increments by an I1 B. This is how we access. Okay, and if you want to see just as an example that how we can see it, access it in a reverse direction. So I in range minus length of tuple to 0. That means -9 to 0. What is at -9? A. We have seen here above what is at -1. We saw that the last 90 is at -1. Okay. So in this case, what is at -1? I. So this is how you can access it in the reverse direction. Okay, so in the end, we'll see what are the built-in functions that are there in tuple. And then in the next clip, we'll see the strings. So example here, tuple 5 again, this is from 10 to 90. If you want to see the length of the tuple, the function is len bracket tuple name bracket close. Here, the total objects in tuple are 9. Then second function is max tuple. What is the maximum value that is there in the tuple? Here it is 90, so it is 90. Then the minimum value, min bracket tuple name. So min bracket tube 5 bracket close. So what is the minimum? 10. Convert a string into a tuple. So if S is the string, and if you want to convert the string to tuple, then the function is tuple bracket S bracket close. S is a string here. So what is the outcome? This is the outcome. A, B, C, D separated by commas. Last built-in function is sorted tuple. So if you have a tuple named tuple 6 with random values, or if you want to sort it, then what is the command here? Or the function is sorted bracket tuple name bracket close. What is the output you can see here? It is a list here, and the output is 4 to 100. While here it was unsorted. Now it is sorted in ascending order. Okay. So this is all that we can discuss in tuple. This is fairly simple, and it is more or less related to the list that we have seen and dictionaries to an extent. Now we're left with string. We'll cover that in our next clip. Thank you for joining, and see you next class. Bye bye.